Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Mike and we are the Leopards Go Wild. We travel full time around New Zealand and this is a video reviewing the Aeroo Pro drone. We've had it for a couple of months now. We've been using it, testing it out, exploring, capturing some great shots. I know many of our regular viewers are really interested in some of the drone shots that we're able to get, and some of you are also interested in some of the fishing that we like to get up to. So this drone is definitely good for both, and we're going to be having a little bit of a look at it today, what it can do and how we have found it while we've been using it. And just for a bit of authenticity, this is actually a partnership video, which means that Aeroo Drones have provided me the drone for free to be able to show to you guys and to test it out and to use it on our YouTube channel. Although saying that, they don't tell me anything to say, all of the words and thoughts are my own. We get a lot of offers from different companies all over the world wanting us to promote their products on our YouTube channel. We usually definitely decline that. We only have limited space in our caravan and we only want to recommend stuff that we're actually going to use and stuff that's good quality. So all of the thoughts in this video are definitely my own. The main issue that we have had with this drone is I haven't really been able to capture any fish yet, catch any fish. We've caught plenty of great drone shots, but just not any fish. We've been down on the southern coast of New Zealand for the last couple of months while we've been testing out this drone, and we have had some terrible weather down there. It's been windy, rainy, not very ideal for fishing, but it's definitely not the drone's fault. So in this video, we'll show you what comes in the box. We'll take the drone out for a fly and we'll show you the quality of the camera. We'll also go for a little bit of a fish and show you how that whole setup works. Even managed to catch a couple of sharks. We'll test out the track me or follow me function and the AI landing pad, which was pretty funny for us to test that one out. Before we get into the unboxing, I just thought I'd let you know the price because I always just want to know the price outright. So it's $1,500 just to get the drone and a battery, which is very good for a fishing drone and a camera drone. And it's $1,900 if you wanted an extra battery and the extra accessories. I definitely recommend having at least one extra battery because that's going to mean you can pretty much be fishing all day. So yeah. This video is probably going to bounce around over different parts of the country as we've been exploring because we're traveling full time. So hopefully it will all flow and all make sense. Ask any questions at the end of this video if we haven't answered it. All right, let's go. Pretty excited the day that this arrived. I opened it up to find that they'd chucked in a couple of t-shirts as well. Sweet, so it's got a nice padded little bag that it lives in to keep it all nice and safe and snug, and it's got a couple of batteries in it, which is good because I always like to fly other people's fishing lines out as well if we're at the beach and people are surf casting. But anyway, let's open it up. On first inspection, the case has everything stored in it really snug, which makes it well protected. The drone is solid with no folding legs and it definitely feels tough. It's a good size, slightly smaller than I was expecting, which is good for storage in the caravan. And in the white boxes, there was the battery chargers and a little, like a sash, I guess, for carrying the bag, a shoulder strap for carrying the bag. Sweet, I'm just going to download the app and then get everything charged up. So while we're downloading the app and charging, some of the other items that come in the Pro Pack are an Aeroo Pro remote controller, there's a spare battery, the battery charger, a set of spare propellers, USB charging cable, there's a helipad with some pegs, there's a metal cable with a carabiner for attaching and transporting items by air, and there's also some safety release clips for fishing which release your fishing line with tension. Cool, well it just wants us to do a calibration, so Toby's going to do that. Tobes, if you want to go pick it up and going to spin it around. You can spin with it if you want.
Like these?
No, just pick the whole drone up, keep it flat and turn around in a circle. Drone calibration helps the drone register and connect with satellites for GPS reasons and safe flying and return to home. This was just a quick little fly around the car park to make sure it all worked before we headed somewhere with more space but with no cell phone service the next day. Toby's having a fly, his first time, is it cool?
Yes.
Where are you? There it is, alright. So we're now out in the remote mountains of New Zealand to test this drone out for camera and picture quality. This drone has a 4K camera, which is pretty standard for most cameras these days. 4K means 4 times high definition, which is amazing. This drone also has a 3-axis gimbal, which keeps the camera and the picture steady while you're flying and maneuvering around. Without this, the picture would be very shaky. So time to finally put in a memory card, and I like that this camera has a gimbal/camera protective case. In case these things get disconnected, you want to change the settings, the return to home altitude, because there's a few trees around here. I don't want it to be, if it's automatically set to 20 meters, so I've put it to 65, so it will go up to 65 to fly back to the point it took off from. Otherwise it might fly into a tree. There's loads of different settings and features with this drone. It has a whole section set up for AI. Aeroo Drones have their own YouTube channel though, with loads of content on how to work different functions and special features on their own channel. Way more than what I could cover in this video. Sweet, well it's all ready to go. We'll take off, have a little fly around, see what the picture quality is like, and then we'll go in the truck and we'll drive along and see if it will follow us well. Picture quality is important to me. We make videos traveling around New Zealand, so I would like this to be an excellent camera with some good quality. If there was any criticism, it would be that the colour green seemed to lack a little, but likely that can be enhanced with some edits if required. Alright, we're about 250 metres away. We will chuck it into return to home. We'll see if it knows how to get back to that landing helipad, eh? So close. I must say that was definitely pretty close, way better than my other one, but just about what? Couple of feet off the helipad. I'm a typical male and I didn't read the instruction book, so I've read it now to see why it didn't land on the helipad. You've got to turn the AI sensor, so artificial intelligence sensor on, which I've now done. We'll give it another whirl. All right, here we go. So the drone's camera looks down to locate the helipad to land on. Second time it was still a foot or so off as well, but so close. I'd call our third attempt a success though. Almost got there. Pretty close. Sweet, well you don't really need like a helicopter pad landing thing. I've never used one before, but it is kind of fun to try and watch to see how close it can get. But it definitely gets very close, so that's the main thing. You don't want it to be landing like on your caravan or your car or on top of somebody, so it's very, very accurate really. All right, I'm on the truck. Let's give this one a whirl. I'm quite excited about the follow me, because we haven't had that before. I've never had that on a drone, and it looks quite cool when you get the cruising along down the road in a cool place from the air. Follow me is a great idea, but the drone requires you to be quite close to get a lock for following. It also prefers a downward looking angle, which means you miss the landscape which I wanted to showcase. When I tried to look with a wider angle or get a bit further away, the drone would lose the lock on the truck and then stop there in that place. At this stage, until those parameters are relaxed a bit, I think you're better off just flying along manually than using the follow me function. This fishing drone has a 1 kg payload, which means you can take out plenty of hooks. I'm just doing a couple. This is our first attempt. And the more weight that you will put onto a drone to carry out, the more battery will be drained. So less weight equals more casts. Here we go. The drone has a really user-friendly payload release system with a button on the drone to lock your load or to connect your line to the drone, and then there's a button on the back of the hand controller when you want to release your fishing line. They also have some tension release clips you can use, but this system works great for me. Cool, so we're all locked in. You want to have a bit of a leader so that way your main line doesn't get sucked into the propeller blades. It will bring the drone down if it does do that. It's also good though that we're well connected. If something did go wrong, we can just wind the drone back in while it's still connected. And there is a release button obviously on the remote control to drop this line when we get to the desired distance we want to take it. Right, let's give it a go. So by a leader, I've connected some extra nylon to my line, which is weighted down by the sinker, keeping everything a good metre or two away from my propellers. You're obviously a bit restricted by your fishing setup and how much line you have on your reel. I'm using braid, which is thin and strong, and I've taken my line out about 300 metres, but you could easily go a kilometre or 1500 metres if you have the right setup. I find fishing way more hopeful with a drone, and the kids all get into it as well. We hooked onto some big sharks, we lost a bit of tackle, we did land a couple, but you're far better off in a boat in this part of the world where there's lots of blue cod out deep. We're looking forward to more drone fishing when we head further north, where we hope to catch some snapper and trevally and other good eating fish. We did try a few other places around the southern coast, but pretty much just captured some epic scenery. This drone works amazing as a fishing drone, and for the price, I couldn't recommend it enough. So a couple of little points just to wrap the video up. All of the flying and recording that I did was all done in auto, and I have not edited or touched any of the video footage that I've done. It's all just as straight as it came off of the camera. The drone software does have full manual control with the camera, so you can adjust the settings while you're out there flying, and you can lock the lighting out as well. So there's definitely, if you're into the photography, you've got a full range of control to be able to get the shots that you want. I'm quite new to making these review videos, so hopefully I've done an alright job and I've answered most of the questions. Trying to give like the advice or the questions that I would want answered, so hopefully that's been helpful. If you're interested in buying one of these drones, it is an affiliate program that we have with Aeroo, so if you use our link, then that helps us out and gives us a little bit of commission towards our travels, so that would help us. Oh yeah, and before we go, when we were fishing down in the Catlins on this beach here, we asked a local who was walking their dog down the beach. I said, was this beach good for fishing? And they answered saying, I've never seen anybody catch a fish on this beach in 14 years. So there you go, that was our luck. So we're looking forward to heading north, hitting some awesome beaches that we can do some land-based fishing off, and showing you guys on our video some of the fish we catch. But anyway, thanks a lot, heaps. See you later.